Alright, second time's a charm. Hello everyone, it's Aiden here from Aiden's Football Talk. Happy Memorial Day. Wait, actually, by the time I've uploaded this video, it's past Memorial Day, but today is Memorial Day. And today I'll be talking the history about how I've gotten to football. So it started, a couple years ago, 2016, I think, like January, February of 2016. My brother wanted to be in flag football, so my mom was gonna put him in it, and then she asked me, and I said, give it a try. So my first practice, I was on the team called the Dolphins. Their final record I think was 1-7, so they were a bad team. But that first practice, I was like, I'm kind of digging this. I felt like I would get really into football, and I felt like this is probably my sport. So I went for a season. We ended up being 1-7, just as I said. I was center. I was absolutely terrible. I was. I think I might have got the ball once. I could have. I like. I don't really remember. It was spring of 2016, the season, and it wasn't too good. Yeah, it. Our team. I wasn't fast. Like our fastest player. I mean, he was actually really, really good. I don't even know what team. I don't even think he's playing in that league anymore. He might be playing some other sport now. But that first season I wasn't too good. My second season it kind of went the same way. For the first time I was actually with a kid from school. His name is Ian. Go subscribe to his channel. It's Ian Otaki. And he wasn't good either. I mean, he did get. I think he might have got like 2 touchdowns. But in that season, we did have a really, really good season. We were the second best team in the league, not in like the whole league, because the league has different divisions, and we were the second best team in the division, basically. And we were really. I scored my first touchdown. I mean, it was a really bad team. It was a play that we've done so many times. It's the reverse play. Our coach really liked how me and at a time my friend named Wyatt, which I don't even know where he is right now. He doesn't even play anymore. But at the time we were really good at doing reverse, which is a handoff to me, and then I hand it off back to him. Once we did a fake, we do that play all the time. So once we did a fake reverse, and I scored a touchdown, and I was really proud. It was pretty. I don't really remember. All I remember was a bunch of older kids just kind of standing in a line, letting me run, and just all like holding out their hands like this, missing. I don't think that's what actually happened. I think that's kind of what I remember, but I don't think that happened at all. There's no way. Third season, our actually division didn't have enough players to play, so they had to cancel that season. So I went to a different league, and our coach, I had by far the worst coach ever. And we lost every. Actually, no, we won once, but that was before I was even on the team. So yeah, I actually missed one game, and we won, and they won that game. But yeah, I wasn't too good. So yeah, I played. Still wasn't good. I got no touchdowns. But the season after that came my best season I think I've ever had. Actually, I think recently I've been have better seasons. But I am really, really proud of this season because it really started I started to get better at football now. I'm starting to. This is kind of a big transfer point. That season, I got 3 touchdowns and an interception, and a couple other things. It wasn't a big turning point. The turning point actually happened like just recently, but I definitely think it was some of the best touchdowns I've had. It's not my favorite touchdown though. My favorite touchdown comes in the full season when we're on a team called the Cowboys. Once again, I'm with Ian. I'm also with another teammate that I was with on the Dolphins. His name was Jack. So basically what's happening now, the Dolphin team, the coach that coached us, his son got more into baseball, so he didn't get into football. He wasn't doing football anymore. Now he's doing baseball more. So I had to go to a different team, and I went on the Cowboys, and they were we finished 4-4. That was the most decent season I've had. Well, they were a decent team. We had 3 4th graders on our team. At the time, I was a 3rd grader, and they were all really, really good. And there was also 1 3rd grader that was really, really good. So our team was really, really good. And we finished 4-4. It wasn't really. It was 4-4 because we played some other really good teams. But yeah, we after that that season I only got that season I didn't do well once again, but I got the best pick 6 that I've ever gotten. Or the best play, in my opinion, is the best play. This is the best play that I've ever had. Basically, here's what's on this. I'll put it here like this. So they're at like the 5-yard line, whatever. They're up here. So this guy. This is our lineup in terms of defense. It's 1 2 3 and then 1 2 3. So basically this, for some reason I ran over here. I think it might have been the dumbest move. It actually I wasn't doing it for any reason, but I think it actually turned out being a really good idea, because it left this guy that was running out here wide open. I see him wide open, and I realize, oh, I'm an idiot. So I run back, and the kid's already thrown it. I literally grab it, bring it in with one hand, and just sprinted that last 5 yards, which was easy, and got a pick 6. It was like the best play I've ever had. I've had a couple other plays that are really good, but yeah. The season after that, after that season, I asked my brother, I want to be a quarterback now. So he's kind of training me. He'll run routes for me. I'll throw it to him, and he'll kind of tell me, all right, here's what you have to do. And I started getting really good. So that next season, I was ready. And I threw a bunch of picks, but that's fine. I knew it was just my first season. Once again, I went to that other league, by the way. I don't understand why. We could have gone to the league that I'm more playing in. But yeah, I mean, I think the only reason was because my friends, Aaron and my friend Aaron, go subscribe to his channel. It's $8. He I think it's because him and another friend I have were playing. We were able to play. And that was my first season as quarterback. I did well. Yeah. Then came my next season, which was fall. Now we had a lot of kids from school, that included Ian. I also had a kid that was playing with me on the 49ers. We'll get to that later. But yeah, I played with those kids. And we were a really good team. We ended up 4-4. If we stayed together for a couple more seasons, then we could be a really good team. But I guess we're not. I guess we're not doing that anymore. We're not doing that. We were actually going to be on a team with them, but it didn't. I guess they didn't put them in there. So yeah. Still, it was a. I got to be quarterback for like half of the season, and then my coach didn't really like me at quarterback. I kept throwing it up. I've soon learned from that mistake, and I've become a much better. But I also learned that how good of a receiver I was. And our coach, I really liked him because he said just get open. There wasn't no drawn play. His plan was to say hike and whoever's open is open. And that's when I play my best football. I figured out that the middle of the 1-2-3 and the 1-2-3 is the best part to go because they really don't really like. One of my teammates, two of my teammates always went deep, and always the center would just kind of pop up like 2 steps, and then if no one's open, then he'll just dump it off. But since all of them were covering everyone, I always went through the middle, and it worked out perfectly. I got thrown the ball plenty of times. So, yeah, that was. I also got a pick that season. No touchdowns, though. Then the next season is the latest season. You actually saw me a couple plays. I've had that video. Go check it out. It's called Game versus Panthers. This season, we have a really, really bad team. A lot of those kids were first timers. They haven't played before. They aren't experienced. So I knew we were gonna lose every game, and we did lose every game. This is kind of a season to get back into a good. I started to get back in, or started to get into a good, like a really good. I started being a really good player. This is kind of a season that really transferred me from a decent player to a really, really good player. And yeah. So there is my football history. My future, I'm playing with one of my friends for the 3rd time in a row, and we have a pretty good team. It turned, I guess. So that team, I feel like I'll be really good on it. And yeah, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. It went for a little long, but okay. Bye everyone. Okay. That's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and good.